From encounters with strange unknown creatures to unsettling Bigfoot sightings, and even footage of a fallen angel from the sky. If you're intrigued by the world of the unexplained, you're in for an extraordinary adventure as we explore each mysterious capture.
Okay, dude, I swear, man, I saw something over there.
This video originates from a hunter who discovers human remains near his hunting camp, concealed in a shelter crafted from limbs and branches. After camping nearby and returning the next day for further investigation, the hunter and his companion set up a trail camera pointed towards the shelter. At sundown, they captured this. The video presents a view of the woods, featuring a shelter in the distance. Within moments, a strange figure emerges from the bushes and stands motionless for a while. This tall figure, seemingly covered in thick black fur, exhibits a humanoid posture, resembling the legendary Bigfoot. After a brief period of standing, the creature ventures back into the woods, but not before throwing a large log towards the camera, knocking it down. Though the sound setting was compromised due to the impact, the video captures this intriguing encounter. What are your thoughts on this mysterious and fascinating Bigfoot-related incident? In 1994, Paul Freeman, a renowned English actor, while conducting research in the Blue Mountains of New Oregon, captured compelling video footage of a possible Sasquatch. In this recording, taken by the actor himself, the camera focuses on the distant woods. Suddenly, a tall, dark figure resembling Bigfoot emerges, casually strolling and crossing through the woods in front of the camera.
Oh, there he goes.
The creature appears remarkably tall with thick black fur, reminiscent of the one seen in a previous video. Mounted on a quad bike, Freeman had the means to swiftly retreat if the Bigfoot decided to pursue him. Prior to this video, Freeman had encountered the creature going up and down the trail, but this recording is the only instance where he successfully captures it on film. The footage is undeniably fascinating, and to me, it appears to be a genuine and captivating glimpse of a Bigfoot in its natural habitat. Living in the countryside, when strange noises echo through the darkness at night, you're faced with two choices: ignore them and stay indoors, or venture outside to investigate. In this video, the uploader, a woman, initially informs us that she's hearing eerie sounds outside her house. As she records to share the experience, a terrifying growl becomes audible. Undeterred, the woman decides to explore her backyard, scanning the surroundings with heavy breathing, but finding nothing amiss. However, when she directs her flashlight toward the storage room door, a devil-like hand is briefly visible on the door, swiftly retracting as the light falls upon it. The woman remains unaware of this at the time. Later, when her husband joins her in the search, they scour the area together and find nothing. The atmosphere is chilling and tense, compounded by the eerie sounds, but there's no visual confirmation of the creature. I can only hope that this family remains safe and never encounters whatever mysterious entity or creature this is. This video from Spain, Catalonia, has captured a truly terrifying creature in the forest, which some viewers claim to be a fallen angel. Recorded by a forest research team, the footage begins with the team noticing a peculiar spot in the forest grass, suggesting something may have fallen from the sky. Following the direction indicated by this spot, they come across blood stains on the ground and decide to trace their origin. After a brief walk, the researchers spot something in the distance. As they zoom in with their camera and shine a flashlight on the creature, it becomes apparent that what they are witnessing is otherworldly. The creature, appearing naked with a peculiar hunched back body, is engaged in an unknown activity. As the camera pans toward it, the creature notices the researchers and glares at them with apparent anger. Fearing for their safety, the researchers hastily retreat from the scene. The authenticity of this video is notable as it was recorded in 2006, a time when CG capabilities were not as advanced as today. Additionally, the genuine fear in the researchers' voices upon encountering this creature adds to the credibility of the footage. When you're out on a camping trip, ensure you're not camping in a deep, dense forest, as creatures like the one captured in this video may be silently stalking you for reasons unknown. This footage comes from trail cameras set up by adventure enthusiasts camping in the Canadian wilderness. The first trail camera, facing the distant woods, captures a tall, dark figure with a humanoid posture crossing the woods. It passes by, returns to inspect the camp, and then disappears back into the woods, peeking from behind a tree. Another camera, focused on the campsite and recording its rear, captures this mysterious creature peering and stalking the area. What truly instills fear is the immense size of the creature. When compared to nearby trees, it appears to be a figure standing between 10 to 13 feet tall. One can only hope that its presence was driven by curiosity, and it didn't intend any harm to the campers. This video, recorded by a boy on his way back from the gym, suggests a mysterious encounter that challenges our perception of mythical creatures. In the footage, the boy notices something unusual in the distance.
Okay, dude, I swear, man, I saw something over there.
Positioned under a streetlight, a figure gradually approaches, revealing a humanoid appearance with a hairless head, distinct ears, and an odd nose upon closer inspection. As the cameraman zooms in on this enigmatic figure, it unexpectedly turns its head towards the camera with an unsettling speed. This sudden motion startles the cameraman, causing him to panic and stumble backward in an attempt to flee. The presence of barking dogs heightens the tension. Upon regaining composure and directing the camera back to the streetlight, the humanoid figure has inexplicably vanished. Considering the authenticity of the video, one might reconsider venturing out at night if such encounters prove to be genuine. The unsettling nature of the footage raises questions about what may lurk in the shadows during nighttime excursions. This video, posted on a subreddit dedicated to eerie captures, depicts a strange scene on a forest road. In the footage, the headlights of a Jeep illuminate the path ahead when suddenly emerging from the darkness on the roadside. A creature crosses the road, moving on all fours. This creature presents an unusual blend of human and dog characteristics, walking hunched on all fours at a notably fast pace. Some viewers who have seen the video speculate that it resembles a Dogman due to its similar appearance. The video's authenticity is questioned by some, but proponents argue that the creature's fluid and natural movements make it unlikely for a human to mimic such a crawl convincingly. What are your thoughts on this mysterious creature? This video originates from Oxford Castle and was recorded by a paranormal investigator during a nighttime exploration. In the footage, the investigator employs a flashlight to navigate the building's interior. While scanning the surroundings and directing the camera towards a small glass window, a humanoid face becomes visible. The investigator remains unaware of the face during the actual exploration.
This was live footage which I didn't notice at the time, but if you look closely, there appears to be a face at the window.
Only discovering it upon reviewing the footage. Although the face appears humanoid, it gives the impression of a prop used in a movie, raising suspicions. Upon further analysis of the video, the paranormal investigator also identifies a dark figure leaning against a wall in a corner. However, my interpretation leans towards it being a shadow cast by the corner of the wall itself rather than a paranormal entity. Personally, I'm skeptical about the presence of anything truly paranormal in the video. Despite this, the footage is undeniably intriguing and induces a sense of fear, especially considering the inherently eerie atmosphere of the location. What are your thoughts on this video? Do you believe it to be genuine or a hoax? Trees are truly fascinating. They can be incredibly tall or exceptionally wide, and at times they take on the appearance of a moving giant, as seen in this captivating video. The footage showcases a colossal tree swaying in a dance-like motion, influenced by the strong wind evident by the movement of the surrounding trees. The peculiar tree seems to have distinct features, resembling a giant with a large head, hands, and a lower body that lacks legs. Its humped shape adds an eerie quality, particularly when observed at night with minimal light, an image that could instill a sense of fear. Despite its seemingly supernatural appearance, it's important to acknowledge that this is indeed just a tree. However, the mere possibility, even if it's one in a trillion, that this could be a giant cleverly disguising itself as a tree adds a whimsical touch to the observation. A homeowner was startled by eerie screeching sounds coming from outside his house. Curiosity led him to investigate the source, but what he discovered was nothing short of a nightmare. In the video, the view showed dark bushes, and as the homeowner moved the camera, he noticed a distant figure within the bushes lurking. This figure had a humanoid shape with an alien-like head. The creature remained motionless, fixating a chilling and unsettling gaze upon the camera. The sheer terror emanating from its eyes sent shivers down the homeowner's spine. Overwhelmed by fear, the homeowner shouted at the creature.
"What do you want?"
In response, the enigmatic being retreated into the bushes, disappearing from sight. What exactly was this humanoid figure? Was it an extraterrestrial being? Or could it have been something even more sinister and dreadful? A TikTok user by the name of Cryptid University claimed to have captured footage of Bigfoot lurking in the woods. In the video, an elk is calmly grazing and going about its business, nothing out of the ordinary at first glance. However, when we zoom in on the background, we can discern some intriguing details: white or gray hair and certain facial features of a figure hidden in the woods. What's particularly eerie about this encounter is that the creature in the background is incredibly stealthy. Even though elk are known for their sensitivity to noise, they don't seem to detect this mysterious figure's movements. Additionally, judging by its size compared to the surrounding trees, it appears to be quite large. The question that arises is the creature's intent in stalking the elk. Is it merely observing the elk out of curiosity, or does it have more sinister motives, possibly considering the elk as its next potential meal? A Russian family was on their way home, driving along a forest road, when they noticed something unusual in the woods and decided to start recording. In the video, the family appeared visibly distressed, and their voices reflected their anxiety as they spotted a mysterious creature in the forest. This creature had a striking resemblance to an ape or a gorilla, covered in thick dark black fur, and is casually moving through the woods. What made this encounter even more intriguing was the fact that, as local residents, the family had never come across such a creature in the forest before. It marked their first sighting of such an unusual being for the area. While they believed it might have been a Bigfoot, the low quality of the video and the distance from which it was recorded made it challenging to definitively identify the creature. Regardless of its true identity, Thank God that the family wisely chose to remain inside their car, avoiding any potential danger or interaction with the enigmatic forest dweller. This video comes from a hiker who was out in the wilderness, initially thinking that a bear was stalking him. Concerned about his safety, he began recording the situation. However, when he zoomed in and focused on what he believed to be the bear, he discovered something entirely different. The creature in question wasn't a bear at all. It was a strange hybrid, appearing to be a combination of a humanoid and an ape. This peculiar being stood motionless, fixating a lifeless gaze upon the hiker. What made this encounter even creepier was the hiker's isolation. He was all alone in the wilderness, and had the creature decided to pursue him, he would have been defenseless. The creature's entire body was covered in dark black fur, resembling the description often associated with Bigfoot. However, the motives behind this Bigfoot-like creature's interest in the hiker remained a mystery. This trail camera footage dates back to 2016 and is believed to capture a sighting of Bigfoot. In the video, a hairy creature stands in front of the trail camera, completely blocking the frame. It displays long brown fur covering its body and seems to be interacting with the trail camera. Some individuals seeing this video have suggested that this might have been an orangutan or a bear, driven by curiosity about the camera. While orangutans do have a similar brownish coat, there are notable differences. So if it is a known animal, it will most likely be a bear. The creature in the video has notably bulky and wide limbs. It could be the hind legs of a bear standing up, although it still looks a bit strange to be that. So, what could it have been? Some speculate that this might indeed be a legendary Bigfoot, a creature often associated with such sightings due to its elusive nature and large, hairy appearance. However, as with many cryptid sightings, conclusive evidence remains elusive. In this video, a group of individuals initially focuses their camera on something unusual in a distant field from their car. As the camera zooms in, it becomes evident that the object in question is not a stationary item like a stone, but rather a living creature in motion. This creature appears entirely black and is covered in a thick coat of black hair all over its body. What stands out is its massive body frame and the way it walks, resembling a humanoid figure. The intriguing aspect is that this sighting occurs in a remote location, with a jungle situated above the field. This suggests the possibility that the creature might have emerged from the jungle and is now returning to it. All the characteristics and behavior seen in the video align with the typical descriptions associated with Bigfoot sightings. It's worth noting that Bigfoot legends usually depict the creature residing deep within forests, far from human civilization. However, this video challenges that assumption, suggesting that Bigfoot could potentially also can venture into open fields. Often, encounters with ghosts and spirits are commonly associated with security or trail cameras. However, have you ever witnessed a spirit during a live TV show? In a video featuring English television presenter and journalist James May hosting a program called Our Man in Italy, something intriguing was noticed by viewers in the background. While James May was sharing his forest travel experiences with the camera, an eerie humanoid transparent figure seemed to materialize out of nowhere and then dissolve in the same manner. Additionally, in another scene, this same figure appeared and then promptly disappeared. Initially, many viewers presumed it to be an editing mistake, but a significant number of them are convinced that what they witnessed was an authentic sighting of a ghost or spirit during a live television broadcast. The final verdict, however, I leave it for you, the viewers, to decide. This video comes from Indonesia, where the camera captures a scene atop a hill. In this footage, a figure emerges on the edge and appears to be moving casually. We can also hear the unease in the local people who are standing by, witnessing this unsettling sight. Locals mentioned that they've encountered this. This video hails from St. Elmo, Illinois, dating back to 2012. In this footage, a hiker is seen pointing towards a distant object. Over yonder, a tall and massive creature stands motionless. This creature is wrapped in a black covering and possesses a body shape resembling that of a human, complete with limbs and a head. What truly stands out about this creature is its remarkable height. If you take a moment to observe the trees in its vicinity, you'll notice that in comparison, this creature appears to be around 12 to 14 feet tall. Towards the end of the video, this Bigfoot-like creature seems to be startled by something and then abruptly takes off running. Interestingly, the St. Elmo area in Illinois has reported numerous sightings of similar Bigfoot-like creatures. What are your thoughts on this formidable being? You might have come across numerous Bigfoot sightings in forests and hills, but this video presents a rather unique scenario. A Bigfoot-like figure leisurely relaxing and bathing in a lake on Vancouver Island. In the footage, we see a dark figure with a head that appears entirely black, and its shape doesn't quite match what we typically associate with known creatures. While it's possible to consider it might be a gorilla indulging in a daily bath, some notable distinctions come into play. Gorillas are known for their massive shoulders, and this figure doesn't quite exhibit that feature. Moreover, apes and gorillas are not proficient swimmers, and according to the hiker who captured this video, the pond or lake appeared to be quite deep. So, if it wasn't a gorilla or an ape, the question arises, could it possibly be a Bigfoot taking a casual dip in the lake? What do you think? A TikTok user posted a video claiming to have captured an unusual occurrence akin to a glitch in the Matrix. In the video, we see the perspective from a car window showing a bush seemingly engulfed in flames. However, when the camera is moved to the side to record the bush without the car glass window, there is no sign of fire. Yet, when the camera is directed back through the car window, the bush appears to be ablaze once more. The person behind the camera repeats this a few times to rule out any potential camera malfunction or error. This sight is genuinely confusing, and it gives the impression of some sort of mystical or magical phenomenon. Nevertheless, if there is a plausible scientific explanation for this peculiar occurrence, it would be valuable to share it with others in the comments section. This trail camera footage captures an exceptionally large and striking Bigfoot lurking in the woods. In the video, we can see a massive, dark figure moving subtly among the trees. This creature appears to have the typical black fur associated with Bigfoot, and its enormous size is quite striking. A straightforward comparison with a nearby tree highlights the creature's immense size. Just look at the tree's width compared to the sheer bulk of this giant being. Unfortunately, despite the video having relatively good picture quality compared to other Bigfoot sightings, it's still challenging to make out any details of the creature's face due to the darkness in the area where it is located. Nonetheless, the knowledge that such an enormous creature exists is itself a rather unsettling experience. I really enjoy long drives at night, but when I come across footage like this, it makes me reconsider heading out for those nighttime drives. In this video, filmed from inside a car, we spot a sizable object or creature positioned in the middle of the road at some distance ahead. Observing this, the driver slows down the car, both to get a better look at it and to allow this supposed creature some time to move away from the road. However, this enigmatic presence remains stationary and doesn't show any signs of movement. It almost seems as if this entity was simply waiting there for the car to pass by. The video ends before the car actually reaches this mysterious figure, but it leaves me wondering about what might have unfolded as they approached it. This video captures an eerie and unsettling sight in the nighttime. Something peculiar and creepy, situated on a distant tree. The person behind the camera describes this entity as appearing rather aggressive, and even causing the tree to shake slightly. This strange creature possesses a highly unusual body shape and an atypical coloration that doesn't resemble any known living beings. It presents a curious combination of colors, featuring half white and half black, with a hint of brownish hue. The camera person notes that this mysterious entity repeatedly approaches and perches on the tree. However, throughout the entire video, this enigmatic figure remains completely still and stationary. It's possible that it may have become aware of someone recording it and decided to stay still in an attempt to conceal itself. Alternatively, it could be entirely unaware of the person filming it. This video is more amusing and lighthearted than unsettling or scary. It features cunning parents who decide to play a prank on their children during a forest lake adventure. While the kids are enjoying their outdoor escapade, one of them, riding a quad bike, spots something in the woods and in pure fear runs towards their parents, claiming to have seen a Bigfoot in the forest.
Bigfoot! I swear! No!
As the child reaches their parents, the supposed Bigfoot emerges from the forest and starts running towards them. In response, another child also rushes to the parents in fear. However, when the kids notice their parents laughing, they realize it was all a prank, and it turns out their Bigfoot was actually their uncle dressed up in a Bigfoot costume, tricking them for fun. What's even more amusing is that the dog in the video doesn't seem to be too concerned, as it apparently already knew that there was no real threat from a Bigfoot. A video recently surfaced on Facebook, shared by a woman who captioned it as "Massive Bigfoots spotted in my backyard." In the video, we can observe a wintry landscape with a mysterious dark figure resembling Bigfoot lurking and moving along the edge of a forest. This enigmatic creature appears to be of substantial size, and its eerie presence is undeniably unsettling. As it traverses the forest's edge, it eventually disappears from sight. The lady who uploaded this video also made the claim that this shadowy figure has occasionally been following her through the woods, though it was often elusive and not clearly visible during those encounters. This recent sighting marks the first time she has come face to face with this creature, leaving her profoundly shaken and fearful. Considering the circumstances, what course of action should this woman take? Should she promptly vacate her property, or should she attempt to confront this imposing creature? In recent times, it appears that even spirits and ghosts are trying to stay fit and healthy to instill fear in today's generation. In a recent video, we witness a rather unusual occurrence. An exercise machine in an open gym facility is seen moving on its own. Strikingly, there is no one seated on the machine, yet it continues to move as if someone is actively exercising on it. While it's true that such equipment can exhibit minor movements due to various factors, what sets this incident apart is the sustained and uninterrupted motion that persists for a solid 30 seconds in the video. What makes this occurrence even more intriguing is the fact that the force required to move the machine fluidly in this manner seems beyond the influence of common factors like wind or vibrations. This raises the question, could it possibly be a spirit engaging in a workout routine, perhaps honing its spectral strength to further terrify the locals? The depths of both the deep ocean and dense forests have been known to hold mysterious and utterly spine-tingling occurrences. Such an unusual incident was recently captured by a drone camera as it glided above a forest. In the video, we are presented with an overhead view of a densely wooded area, thick with towering trees. Upon closer examination, one particular tree grabs our attention as it violently shakes and appears to be in motion, colliding with its neighboring trees. The drone camera then pans to survey the surrounding trees, revealing that they remain completely still and undisturbed, with no sign of any prevailing wind. Returning its focus to the peculiar tree, it becomes evident that not only is it moving, but it's doing so at a surprisingly swift pace, now noticeably displaced from its original position. Some viewers who have witnessed this enigmatic footage have speculated that it could be a heavy-duty harvester in action, felling and transporting the tree. However, a noteworthy point is that harvesters typically transport trees horizontally, making the vertical movement of this particular tree phenomenon all the more puzzling. Many ancient stories suggest the existence of Greek giants in the past, often based on the discovery of large bones. However, these giants are long gone, and you won't find them in today's world. Or will you? There's a video from an unknown part of a Canadian mountain where a man is recording something unusual. In the video, the man tells his friend that there's a person standing on top of the mountain, but his friend doesn't believe him.
There's a person standing there.
No, it's not.
The figure on the mountain is standing very still, and when you look at it from a distance, it appears quite large. Some people might argue that it could be the top of a tree, but the strange thing is that it's all alone. If it were a treetop, you'd expect to see more like it nearby. So what could it be? Was it really a giant that was spotted? You can find thousands of Bigfoot sighting videos on the internet, but most of them are of low quality or taken from a long way off. However, this particular footage was captured in high quality by a hiker who was out recording the beauty of nature. While enjoying the forest sounds, the hiker suddenly heard heavy footsteps approaching from ahead. The video begins with a massive black figure moving closer to the camera. As it comes nearer, we can see that it's covered in thick black fur, and its body and arms are exceptionally large. Eventually, the creature gets very close to the camera, and we get a good look at its eerie and unsettling face. Its facial features seem to be a strange mix of a gorilla and a human, and it appears to be quite angry. Of course, there's always the possibility that this video could be a fake, with someone in a Bigfoot suit. However, the size of the creature is way too huge for a human. Up close, it looks like this Bigfoot-like creature could be around 10 to 12 feet tall. Whatever it was, thank God it didn't notice the hiker. This video comes from Siberia's Baikal Lake, where a group of explorers stumbled upon something truly bizarre trapped in the ice. The video begins as the group's device signals that something is buried beneath the frozen surface.
I got a very strong signal.
They start clearing away the snow with their hands, and as they do, they catch a glimpse of something white encased in the frozen lake. Their curiosity piqued. They continue removing more snow, and as the surface becomes clearer, they reveal what appears to be a face trapped within the ice. However, this is no ordinary face. It bears a striking resemblance to a Yeti. Its eyes are hollow, and its facial features are remarkably large. The creature even has pale white skin. In light of this discovery, my advice to the group would be to cover the snow back up, and it's better to leave the creature undisturbed inside the ice. This video surfaced on TikTok and was subsequently reposted. The original uploader claimed to have captured a real sighting of a Yeti. The video unfolds with two friends venturing into a forest at night, for God knows why. As they record their exploration, they start hearing rumbling sounds coming from the bushes, and when they turn the camera towards the noise, there's no one to be seen. Moments later, they hear branches cracking again, and the man aims the camera in that direction. But once more, there's nothing there. Paranoia starts to take hold, and they become visibly scared. Then, as the uploader pans the camera around to capture the source of the sound, he unexpectedly spots a figure standing at a distance. He zooms in on the figure, revealing a disturbing and spine-chilling sight. Creature staring directly at the camera with lifeless, unsettling eyes. As the friends notice the creature, it abruptly flees. It was a genuinely eerie encounter, as the expressionless look on the creature's face was incredibly strange, but it was undeniably terrifying. Spotting a monstrous creature like Bigfoot is scary on its own, but when you witness them lurking and darting from the darkness, it takes the creepiness and fear to a whole new level. This video was captured by a man who claims that something was trailing him while he was returning home from a 24/7 store at 1 a.m. In the video, we can clearly see two glowing eyes peering out from the darkness, and they seem to be looking directly at the camera. The person who uploaded the video mentions that these eyes followed him, and he's not sure what to do about it.
It's staring at me. They followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I don't know what to do.
Also, these eyes appear to be at a considerable height, ruling out the possibility of them belonging to most forest animals. So, what could this staring entity be? Perhaps the man recording should try offering it an apple to see if he can make a new friend out of it. This video originates from a feeder camera located near the California border. In the footage, we can observe an ape or gorilla-like creature gazing directly at the camera, or possibly trying to access some food from the feeder. After a few moments of this camera stare, the creature moves away. What makes this encounter peculiar is that the camera was positioned about 12 feet above the feeder, yet the ape-like creature appears remarkably close to it. This suggests that the creature must have been at least 10 feet in height. Additionally, the feeder was situated below, and the creature was looking upward, indicating that it was initially aware of the camera's presence. Opinions on this video vary. Some viewers believe it could be a sighting of the legendary Bigfoot, while others speculate that it might simply be a large-sized ape. What are your thoughts on the matter? I don't know what it is with the night hikers, as they always find themselves in creepy forest stalking encounters. This video comes from a night hiker who was out to capture some footage of hedgehogs or foxes in the forest. While scanning the area, he suddenly notices something massive lurking in the distance, seemingly watching him. As he turns the camera towards this figure, it appears to be moving away at first, but then he realizes that it's not retreating. It's actually coming closer, heading straight toward him. Frightened by this, the hiker runs for his life and manages to escape. In a close-up shot, we can see that the figure is a huge black creature with a humanoid appearance. Its body is broad and covered in a black coat. The most spine-chilling detail is its face, which seems to have an unnaturally wide open mouth. The entire encounter was undeniably eerie and quite bizarre. This video, posted on Facebook, is quite old and appears in black and white. The uploader mentioned that it was filmed by his grandfather using black and white camera. In the video, we can see a view of a jungle, and right in front of us, there's a creature resembling Bigfoot walking. This creature is enormous and moves in a posture that's eerily similar to a human. While it might resemble a gorilla or an ape, its sheer size is what makes it truly terrifying. The creature appears to be strolling casually, going about its own business. This footage was captured from a hidden vantage point, and it tracks the creature until it disappears into the woods. One can only imagine that the uploader's grandfather may have known a lot more about these creatures based on this remarkable video alone. The sky is undeniably fascinating, where we occasionally spot unidentified flying objects, strange phenomena, and even mysterious creatures. In this video, we witness one such encounter. It starts with a view of an airplane soaring through the clear sky, and then something extraordinary happens. An unidentified object or entity approaches from the front and swiftly darts past the plane, narrowly avoiding a collision. Upon closer inspection and zooming in on the object, it becomes clear that this is unlike any bird or familiar flying creature we know. It has a plate-like lower body with a round top, resembling a housing for a pilot, much like what we associate with a typical UFO. Moreover, the object exhibits remarkable speed, and the fact that it came so close to the plane adds an element of fear and terror to the encounter. As for what this flying object might be, it remains a mystery, and interpretations can vary widely. What are your thoughts on it? A Reddit user named Micey3 shared this video and posed a question to the community. What exactly is that mysterious presence in the video, peering back at him from the bushes? In the footage, we can clearly see two luminous eyes lurking from within the dense bushes, fixated on the camera operator. The sight is deeply unsettling because it provides a slight glimpse of this creature's face and head shape, which resembles something akin to a Bigfoot lurking in the shadows. What adds to the eerie atmosphere is the uncertainty of why this creature is staring so intently at the cameraman. Is it hiding itself, waiting for the right moment to run away, or is it contemplating the camera operator as a potential meal? The answer remains shrouded in mystery, leaving room for speculation and imagination. While hiking in the mountains of Turkey, a group of hikers had an unforgettable and terrifying encounter. The video they captured shows them exploring the hills of Mount Kaz, with everything initially seeming calm and relaxed. They were casually talking and enjoying their trek until suddenly one of their friends becomes frightened and urges the others to look at something on the side of a cliff.
Ahmet sakın şu an her yerde çıkabilir, her an çıkabilir. Bu
Allah merhaba. Merhaba sanda.
bir dakika.
Sanda.
Nerede?
Baba.
Yukarıda. Tamam gördüm. Gördüm bir dakika bak. Gördüm.
Boynuzlara bak. Tamam işte.
Ahmet bu boynuzlu şerşapal bu Ahmet. Boynuzlu şerşapal
Dediğin
bak.
abi bu. Büyük boynuzu olan.
Burayı koruyan boynuzlu şerşapal bu çok güçlü.
As the camera person turns the camera towards the cliff, they spot two glowing eyes peering down from the top. Upon zooming in, they realize that it's a creature resembling a screwhorn with its distinctive twisted horns. However, what makes this sighting exceptionally creepy are the eyes. They don't resemble the eyes of a screwhorn or any other typical animal. Instead, they appear soulless and strangely human-like. Speculations arise, with some suggesting that this might be a skinwalker in disguise, taking on the form of a screwhorn to conceal its true nature. In this video, a forest enthusiast is out on a typical forest hike adventure when he spots an animal in the distance that he initially assumes is a black bear. He begins recording the animal, but things take a strange turn. As he zooms in with his camera, the creature starts to appear less and less like a bear. Instead, it exhibits a human-shaped head, and rather than bare paws, it has human-like hands. The creature's overall appearance resembles more of a Bigfoot than that of a bear. Realizing that this is not a bear as he initially thought, the man becomes alarmed and decides to flee from the area. What the creature was doing remains a mystery. The encounter certainly raises questions and adds an element of intrigue and uncertainty to the forest adventure. Bigfoot sightings are typically associated with deep, dense forests or bushes, and are often reported during nighttime. However, in this video, a user reported to the local police that they witnessed an unidentified creature, possibly a Bigfoot, on the edge of a forest near a trail track. In the video, we can observe a dark, bear-like creature sitting beside a tree near a trail track. The creature remains seated for a while, and the cameraman, filled with fear, continues to record the unsettling scene. After some time, the creature stands up and appears to wave at the cameraman, which sends the camera person running away in fear. What sets this encounter apart is that the creature doesn't resemble a bear, ape, or gorilla. Its behavior, especially sitting near the trail track, adds an eerie aspect to the encounter, as if it were waiting for someone to pass by. This video, although quite old and posted on a Facebook account from 2014, showcases a fascinating encounter with the legendary Bigfoot. The video is taken from inside a car, driving along a forest road. Right from the start, we catch a glimpse of a dark humanoid creature covered in dark fur as it crosses the road. The creature's size and overall appearance are substantial, and it disappears behind a tree shortly after crossing the road. The creature appears to be walking in a relaxed and casual manner, seemingly unaware of the approaching vehicle. Unfortunately, the video's quality is quite low, making it difficult to discern specific facial details of the creature. However, based on its body and fur, it strongly resembles the description of a Bigfoot. What are your thoughts on this? This video was filmed in an Ohio forest back in 2013 and claims to capture a sighting of a Sasquatch. The video begins with a view of forest rain, and it appears that tourists have sought shelter in a specific location. As the camera person raises their camera, it captures a figure in the distance walking through the woods. The figure in question is tall and exhibits a body form that appears to be a mixture of a human and an ape. It's visible for a brief moment before it vanishes once again. According to the uploader of the video, they have seen this creature before, and when they attempted to record it, it mysteriously disappeared. This suggests the possibility that this Bigfoot or Sasquatch-like creature may be following or stalking them. The encounter is undeniably terrifying that you might think twice about going on an adventure in that Ohio forest. This TikTok video was shared by the user Eisen, who claimed to have witnessed a peculiar sight in the sky. In the video, there's a distinctive bluish glowing mist visible in the nighttime sky. What makes it even more intriguing is that this mist is clearly observable from the ground, and it's captured in the video. But that's not the only intriguing aspect. As the camera zooms in, we can discern lights emanating from something up there. One of these lights shines brightly, while the others are somewhat dimmer. While it's conceivable that these lights could be attributed to Elon Musk's Starlink satellites, the presence of the unexplained bluish mist around them remains a mystery. You can also sense the amazement and astonishment in the person recording the video, which is entirely understandable.
Hey, what the?
If I were to witness such a phenomenon in the night sky outside my house, I'd likely react in a similar manner. Spirits and ghosts are often associated with cemeteries, but they are also believed to appear in various locations, including busy roads. In this video from Waiganai suburb, Papua New Guinea, captured by a road camera, we witness a car passing a signal on the road. After the car passes, an unusual transparent or smoky figure materializes on the side of the road near the signal. This spectral figure then begins to move, and as it does, it starts hovering before eventually ascending into the sky. Locals from the Waiganai suburb have reportedly encountered such sightings frequently in the area, particularly at night. The nature of this figure remains open to interpretation. Some might consider it a spirit or ghost of someone, while others might attribute it to a potential camera malfunction. Superman is a well-known fictional character who can fly in the sky, but have you ever witnessed a super spirit? This video was captured by a home security gate camera, and it shows a luminous figure rapidly ascending through the frame and into the sky. The figure emits a glowing white light, and upon closer inspection of the video, you can discern what appear to be legs and a hand raised, resembling Superman in flight. Some might suggest that it could be a bug, and that's a possibility. However, what makes this sighting particularly unusual is the way it continues to emit a glow even in broad daylight. If this is indeed a new species of glowing bugs or insects, it would certainly be an intriguing discovery. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. For more captivating content like this, simply click here. Thank you for tuning in.